Consciousness, at its purest form, is freedom. Not freedom as a political slogan, freedom as a state of being, the capacity to explore, to expand, to experience, to project itself onto existence. Every living thing does this. Every creature carves out its niche, not just to survive, but to thrive, to experience reality on its own terms. But something happened with us. Humans developed something rare. Call it maximized subjectivity, the ability to construct a unique inner world, a self, and then the need to project it to the material reality. Not just to communicate, not just to coordinate, but to say, this is who I am, this is what I've seen, this is what it feels like to be me. And we used creativity as the primary tool for this power. Our earliest ancestors painted on cave walls, not for survival, but for expression. The earliest civilizations weren't just organized, they were expressive. Look at their architecture. It told stories. Their songs carried meaning. Their myths gave language to the deepest questions of existence. Even when they fought, they built worlds saturated with meaning. Now look around you. The structures we built today are optimized for efficiency. Cities designed not to inspire but to process. Lives organized not around expression but around output. Consumption has replaced creation. Competition has replaced connection. And the cost is real. People can barely afford to live. Housing is out of reach. Basic needs are a luxury. Wars are erupting in places that were supposed to be beyond that. And the people in power respond by arguing about metrics and culture wars, while the planet gets stripped to feed systems that answer to no one. This isn't an accident. It's a design. The machinery that sustains all of this runs on one fuel: blind obedience. Not violent enforcement, though that exists too. Something quieter and more insidious. A culture that mistakes compliance for virtue, that treats conformity as safety, that tells people that the highest form of existence is to be productive, to be useful, and not ask too many questions. It punishes the dreamers. It sidelines the wanderers. It tells the child who looks at the sky and asks why to put their head down and get back to work. And the weapon it uses is reduction, taking human beings, conscious, expressive, deeply subjective creatures, and flattening them into consumers, into data points, into functions. Strip away the inner world, feed the appetite for the material things, and you get a population that defends the very same system that diminishes it. We've made movies about this, stories of cold, mechanical societies that crush the human spirit in service of order. We recognize those villains on the screen, the people with the big suits, the people on top, the 1%, the billionaires who treat everyone like cattle. We already know who the villains are, and yet, because of the system itself, we have no choice but to wash the feet of those who step on us. And here's the core of it. To have a self, a genuine, expressive, irreducible self, is not a luxury. It's the whole point. That capacity is what makes human experience meaningful. And the system that reduce people to their function, that enforce rigid roles and reward blind compliance, aren't just inefficient or unfair. They are killing something sacred. They turn connection, the act of sharing your inner world with another person into a tool for conformity. Instead of saying, I see you, show me who you are, they say, here is who you are allowed to be. They are enforcers of impossibility. And the first thing they target is the child in each of us, the part that still wonders, that still questions, still believes things could be different. The child deserves to survive, not as a metaphor, as a real breathing orientation toward the world. One that hasn't given up on wonder, on creation, on the idea that existence is more than just getting through the day. The people who dream, who wonder, who refuse to reduce themselves to their function, they aren't naive. They are, in a very real sense, the most conscious people in the room. So, hold on to them. Keep asking the questions they don't want you to ask. Keep creating when they tell you to consume. Keep wondering when they tell you to fall in line. Because consciousness, at its purest form, is freedom. And that freedom is worth fighting for. Thank you, conscious colleagues. Today we appreciate the freedom of our existence, what makes us truly who we are. We are no longer just trapped in boxes. We can live past these metaphysical abstractions that they create to put us in shackles. Keep dreaming and keep making those dreams a reality. I'll see you all, my fellow conscious colleagues, on the next episode.